let this happen to my brethren. Locked in these cells, our thirst for psi energy will devour us.
It'll all be over soon, traitor. General Duke plans to execute the lot of you at dawn.
Sunrise can't get here fast enough. These toss give me the creeps.
Don't worry. This prison was built by the Umoja ruling council to keep their pets from getting loose. The toss psionics is useless inside those reinforced cells.
What the?
Where is that key? Yes, here. Hello, Artanis. Am I not too late?
On the contrary, Dahaka, your timing is impeccable. Once again, I am in your debt. But even if we free my brethren, there is nowhere to run. Duke's forces outnumber us 10 to 1.
Dangerous choice. Stay here and be killed by Terrans. Or choose a darker path to freedom.
What is this darker path?
Above us is a warp gate. It leads to other worlds.
Yes, I know it. The Ultralisk Tarask opened it to bring Amon here.
Yes, my master Duran awaits us on the other side. Bring your people to him. He will give you a new destiny. Sate your burning hunger.
Side with the rogue Zelnaga, or lead my people to their certain deaths. If only I could reunite with my mentor Tassadar. But there is really no choice here, Dahaka. We will have to free my Executors first. They will be able to rally the others while we assault the exit.
As you will.
Executor, I hunger for battle. What did you ask of me? Immediately, as you will. The enemy shall be purified. What did you ask of me? I hunger for battle. What would you ask of me? What would you ask of me? Executor, Executor, Nakpagala for ire.
High Rock Artanis, we knew you would come.
I hear you. I hunger yes, Executor. I hear your command. Yes, Executor. Your command. I hunger for battle. Your command. Executor. Awaiting instructions. Your command. What would you ask of me? Executor. Your command. What would you ask of me? I hunger for battle. Your command. What would you ask of me? Executor. Nakpagala. I hunger for battle. I hunger for battle.
That guard means to sound the alarm. Stop him.
Executor, as you will, immediately. I hunger for battle. What would you ask of me? For ire, Executor? I hunger for battle. How may I help? It shall be done. Talandar! I hear you. How may I help? What now calls? I hunger for battle immediately. Nakpagala, as you will. Nakpagala, for ire, immediately. As you will. For ire, Nakpagala, as you will. For ire, Nakpagala, as you will. For ire. How may I help? Of course. How may I help? Your will? Of course. I hunger for battle. How may I help? I hunger for battle. Your will? Of course. would you ask of me? Your will. Talandar. Of course. Talandar. I hear you. Talandar. Of course. For Adun. Shall be done. Of course. I hear you. It shall be done. Of course. For Adun. It shall be done. What would you ask of me?
Your land calls. Honor guide me.
Executor, immediately. For Adun. How may I help? Yes, Executor?
Transmit.
I hunger for battle. I hear you. Of course. I hunger for battle. Executor, your command. Executor, your command. Executor, what would you ask of me? Your command. I hunger for battle. What would you ask of me?
I sense intense waves stirring nearby. Kerrigan murdered a number of ruling council members when the swarm ravaged this world. Now only the AI copies of these famed scientists remain. Perhaps we should track them down to reclaim the inventions they hold. I sense something elusive. Outstanding.
Yes, Executor, your command.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
For Adun, it shall be done. For Adun, Talandar.
I will not allow the Terrans to get their hands on this.
I hunger for battle. How may I help? For Adun, Talandar. Of course, it shall be done. How may I help?
Transmit. Umoja.
How may I help?
Transmit. Commencing.
Executor. Your command? For ire.
Receiving item needed. Umoja. Awaiting
What did
instructions.
you ask of me? Your command? Executor? I hunger for battle.
Receiving.
Yes, Executor? Your command? Yes, Executor? I hear you. For Adun. It shall be done. I hear you. For Adun. It shall be done. I hunger for battle.
Talandar. Initiated. Your land
The Zerg
calls.
fled into these tunnels when we retook the university.
Honor guide me.
How may I help? For Adun. Talandar. Of course. It shall be done. For Adun. Of course. It shall be done. Talandar. For Adun. Executor. Talandar! It shall be done. Of course. Your will?
House.
I hear you. For Adun. Talandar!
Your command.
Your will? Talandar! For Adun.
I hunger for battle. For ire. Nakbakala. For ire. As you will. For ire.
Yes, Executor.
I am naked. Your command. I hunger for battle.
Yes, Executor. Of course.
Executor. Immediately, as you will. Immediately, as you will. For ire, Nakbakala, as you will. Executor. Nakbakala, for ire. Immediately, for ire. Nakbakala, as you will. For ire. Immediately. Your command. Immediately, for ire. What would you ask of me? Immediately, as you will. Nakbakala, as you will. Nakbakala. Immediately. Transmitted. Awaiting instructions. What would you ask of me? Input command. I hunger for battle. What would you ask of me? I hunger for battle, Executor. I fear no enemy, for the Kala is my strength. I fear not death, for our strength is eternal. Your will.
Yes, Executor. Of course. Talandar! Of course. It shall be done. For Adun. It shall be done.
Nonsense.
Talandar!
Your command. I
Talandar!
As you command, Hierarch Artenis.
What would you ask of me?
How may I help? How may I help? For Adun.
I hunger for battle.
How may I help?
Transmitted. I am needed. Mitora, Nagatsu. Monal
How
calls.
may I help?
I long for combat. I hunger for battle.
Your will? It shall be done. Yes, Executor? It shall be done.
Executor, Nakbakala.
My primal brethren, chained, experimented, fused with metal. I cannot save them. I can take their essence.
How may I help? Your will? For Adun. Talandar! Of course. It shall be done.
Executor, your will. I am needed.
Your will?
I claim this as a friend of the ruling council. The Terrans have no rights to it.
For Adun. It shall be done. For Adun. Talandar! It shall
What
be
would you
done.
ask of me? Immediately.
That switch will release the creatures upon the guards.
Nakbakala. Immediately. For hire. As you will.
Will.
What would you ask of me?
Yes, Executor?
Your command. What would you ask of me?
Yes, Executor?
Command. I hunger for battle. As you
Yes,
will.
Executor?
Initiated. I hunger for battle. Executor. I hunger for battle. Your command. Upgrade complete. Make use of evolution complete.
I hear you. For Adu. Of course.
I am needed. I long for combat.
How may I
Your command, as you will. For hire, immediately. What did you ask of me? Your command, upgrade complete.
Talandar shall be done. Of course.
Stop him before he sounds the alarm.
Talandar. How may I help? Of course. It shall be done. Talandar.
What now, cause?
Yes, Executor. It shall be done. For Adu.
Your command,
Will.
make use of initiated.
Yes, Executor. It shall be done.
Your answers. I hunger for battle.
I hear you.
I hunger for battle.
Your will.
What would you ask of me?
I hear you. Yes, Executor. For Adun. Your will. I hear you. Of course. Yes, Executor.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
For Adun. Yes, Executor.
Evolution, your command. Your command. Evolution, I hunger for battle. Your answers. For battle. Executor, what would you ask of me? What would you ask of me? Your command.
Yes, Executor.
What would you ask of me? I have instructions. Your command. Your command. Your command. I hear it. I hunger for battle. I hunger for battle.
I hear you.
Your command.
Your will. For Adun.
Your will. What did you ask of me? Shall we done, Executor? I hear you. Your command. What would you ask of me?
It shall be done.
What would you ask of me? I hunger for battle. Executor, upgrade
If he
complete.
trips the alarm, they will send elite troops to stop us.
Yes, Executor.
What would you ask of me? Your command.
For Adun.
Executor.
For Adun.
I am needed. Your answers. Your command.
I hear you.
Your command.
Your will? Of course. It shall be done. Talandar! Of course. Yes, Executor?
What would you ask of me? Nakpakala. What would you ask of me? Warriors have engaged the enemy. I hunger for battle. For vengeance.
I hear you.
I am what would you ask of me? For I am
Executor.
Your command?
Yes, Executor.
Executor? Your command?
Instructions.
I hunger for battle. I hunger for battle. Nakpakala. As you will. For hire. Nakpakala.
Yes, Executor. Of course.
Immediately.
Yes, Executor.
Tarakala. Your command? For hire.
I hear you. Of course.
Tarakala.
For Adun. Tarakala. Of course.
Tarakala.
This artifact will help us greatly.
Your command?
Yes, Executor. Of course.
For vengeance, not mine. Your command? Nakpakala. Executor?
Your will.
What would you ask?
Yes, Executor.
Executor, I hunger for battle. Executor?
Yes, Executor.
Not mine. Executor, for hire.
Yes, Executor.
Executor,
Yes,
what would
Executor.
you ask? Executor,
Yes, Executor.
your command. What would you ask of me? For hire. What would you ask of me? As you will. What would you ask of me? Nakpakala. For hire. I hunger for battle.
Yes, Executor.
I hunger for battle.
Will. Yes, Executor.
What would you ask of me?
Yes, Executor.
Executor. What would you ask of me? Executor. I hunger for battle.
Yes, Executor.
Your command. What would you ask
Yes,
of me?
Executor.
What would you ask of me? I hunger for battle. Your command? House. Executor? As you will. What would you ask of me?
Of course.
Initiating for vengeance. Confirm. Victor announcing. I hunger for battle.
I hear you. For Adun. Tarakala. How may I help?
Galactus.
Yes, Executor. Tarakala. It shall be done.
Galactus. Initiating for vengeance. Executor, your command, Nakbagala, as you will, for hire, immediately, for hire, immediately, Nakbagala, immediately, Nakbagala, for hire, immediately. Make use of me, Executor.
You are not our friend Artanis. You would have aided us against Kerrigan.
You are not my friend Magellan, too. You are just his artificial echo.
Stop this or face the might of science.
I hunger for battle. Executor? Your will, Talandar.
I hear you. For Adun. Tarakala. Of course. Yes, Executor. Of course.
What would you ask of me? Transmit. Make use of me. For vengeance. Initiating. Victor commencing. I am needed. Confirmed.
I hear you. Of course. Tarakala. For Adun. Tarakala. Of course. For Adun. Tarakala.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
For Adun. Tarakala. Shall we go?
I hunger for
Yes,
battle.
Executor. How may I help? Tarakala. For Adun. Tarakala. Of course. For Adun. Tarakala. Of course. It shall be done. For Adun. Of course. It shall be done. For Adun. Tarakala. Of course.
I
Tarakala.
hunger for battle.
I hear you. For Adun.
I hunger for battle. Transmit. I am
I
needed.
hear you.
Farewell, great Terran. What a sad end for the Umojan civilization. At least its works shall benefit our future.
Executor, transmit. Executor. Executor. What would you ask for? As you will. Instructions. I hunger for battle. What would you ask of me? I hunger for battle. What would you ask of me? Instructions. Executor. Instructions. Your command. I hunger for
Yes,
battle.
Executor.
Your command.
Yes, Executor.
Transmit. Executor. I hunger for battle. I hunger for battle. Executor. What would you ask of me? I hunger for battle. Your command. I hunger for battle. Executor. Your command. Executor. Your command. What would you ask of me?
That guard means to sound the alarm. Stop him. The elite guards will be coming for us.
I am needed. I hunger for battle.
For Adun. How may I help?
I am needed. Input command. Confirmed.
Yes, Executor? Of course. Yes, Executor?
I am needed. Talandar.
How may I help? Of course. Talandar! For Adun! Of course. How may I help? Of course. How may I help?
What would you ask of me? I hunger
Yes,
for battle.
Executor?
What would you ask of me?
For
I
Adun!
hunger for battle. Your command will. Executor, immediately.
Your will?
Zerg. Shotgun. Shotgun. Zerg. You. Shotgun. Zerg. You. I got a Zerg and a shotgun, and I'm bringing them home to you.
Yes, Executor? How may I help?
What would you ask of me? I hunger for battle. What would you ask of me? Your command. Your command.
How may I help?
I hunger for battle. I hunger for battle. Nakpakala.
Will?
Your command.
How may I help? Will?
Executor. Your command.
Yes, Executor? How may I help?
I am needed.
Your will? I hear you.
Transmitted.
I hear you. Talandar!
Input command.
Your will?
Transmitted. Time for vengeance. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I hear you. It shall be done.
What would you ask of me? I long for combat.
I hear you. For
I
Adun.
hunger for battle. Immediately.
Will?
I am needed.
I hear you. How may I help? Of course.
Executor. Executor.
Your will?
Executor.
How may I help?
Executor.
How may I help?
Needed. What would you ask of me? Make use of me. Esau too. For hire, immediately. Nakpakala. For hire, Nakpakala.
Your will? How may I help? Your will?
Executor.
Yes, Executor?
What would you ask of me?
Yes, Executor?
What would you ask of me?
How may I help?
What would you ask of me? What would you ask of me? As you will. What would you ask of me?
Galactus.
I hear you. It shall be done. Of course. What would you ask of me? Your command? How may I help you?
My unit. For vengeance.
Yes, Executor? Executor? I hunger for battle. As you will, for hire. Immediately. Naktakala. Immediately. For hire. Naktakala. As you will. For hire. As you will. Immediately. As you will. Immediately. What would you ask of me? Yes, Executor? I hunger for battle. Immediately. As you will. For hire. How may I help? Executor? What would you ask of me, Executor?
Instructions.
The blasted Toss are free. We can't take them alone.
We don't have to. We can loose these creatures on them.
Yes, Executor.
I long for combat. I hear you.
Your command? Yes, Executor.
I am needed.
Yes, Executor. Your command? Executor? Your command? Yes, Executor. I hunger for battle. I hear you. Executor? I hunger for battle.
Instructions.
Yes, Executor. What would you ask of me? Executor? Immediately. Your command? What would you ask of me? What would you ask of me? Executor? What would you ask of me? I hunger for battle. I hear you. I hunger for battle. Executor? For hire. Immediately. Naktagala. For hire. Yes, Executor. What would you ask of me? I hunger for battle. Executor? Immediately. What would you ask of me? What would you ask of me? Immediately. Naktagala. I hunger for battle. Immediately. Executor? What would you ask of me? What would you ask of me? Your command? What would you ask of me? What would you ask of me? What would you ask of me? Naktagala. As you will. Immediately. Naktagala. As you will. Naktagala. For hire. As you will. For hire. Naktagala. Your will. What would you ask of me? Your will.
Must feel.
I hear you.
Transmit Yes, Executor. I hear you.
What did you ask of me? Immediately. In your command. Receiving. I am needed. Receiving. What would you ask of me? I hunger for battle. What would you ask of me? What would you ask of me? I hunger for battle. Your command?
It is good to see you alive, Artanis. What are your orders?
What would you ask of me?
You've gone as far as you're going to go, Artanis. Make it easy on yourself.
You serve the ruling council well, Rum, but the old order has passed away. My people and I are leaving this cursed prison one way or another.
It's a shame to see a good psionic gone bad. Do what you have to do, lad.
What would you ask of me? Talandars.
I hear you.
Receiving. Your command is true. Your command? What did you ask of me? She house. Executor? Executor? I long for combat.
Executor? Yes, Executor. It shall be done.
Must be she house. What man calls for battle?
Yes, Executor. I hear you.
Executor, for I long for combat. I hunger for battle. Executor, immediately. What would you ask of me? I long for combat. Your command. What would you ask of me? Your command. I long for combat. Your command. What would you ask of me? I hunger for battle. I long for combat. Executor, I hunger for battle. I hunger for battle.
I hear you.
Executor, what did you ask of me? For combat. What did you ask of me? What did you ask of me? Executor, Executor, what did you ask of me? What did you ask of me? What did you ask of me? For combat. What would you ask of me? What would you ask of me? What would you ask of me? Your command.
Yes, Executor. Shall be done.
Executor, yes, I long for combat. Executor, I long for combat. Executor, I hunger for battle.
Yes, Executor.
For battle. Executor, for battle. What would you ask of me? Your command?
Yes, Executor.
Executor?
Yes,
Executor, I
Executor.
long for combat. Talandars. Executor, for ire transmitted. I hunger for battle. What would you ask of me?
I
long for combat. I hunger for battle.
How may I
command? I hunger for battle. Immediately. Naktakala. As you will. For ire. Immediately. Your command?
Yes,
Executor.
Executor.
Your command? We need focus. Your command? Immediately. I hunger for battle. Transmitted. I hunger for battle.
What man calls power overwhelming? Must feed.
How may I help?
We hear you. We hear you. Lead the way. Savage.
Executor, what would you ask of me? Nakbagala, for ire, immediately. Nakbagala, for ire, immediately. I hunger for battle. I hunger for battle.
Make use of me.
I hear you. Your will?
Executor,
Esau too.
I hunger for battle. I hunger for battle. As you will. Immediately. For ire. Nakbagala. Immediately. For ire. Nakbagala. As you will. For ire. Immediately. I hunger for battle. For ire. I hunger for battle.
I hear you.
What man calls?
I hunger for battle.
I hear you.
Executor,
Esau too.
Executor,
I hear you.
I long for combat.
for ire. Executor.
My brethren are assembled, Dihaka. Now all we need to do is reach this warp gate of yours. And
Stop. We need to keep it open enough for everyone. But Duke will likely attack it before we escape.
then I will hold him at bay. I will buy you all the time you will need.
Your command. Your command.